Check engine. Check engine. Check engine.
Mammoth Yosemite weather. Wind 310 at 16 gust 23, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 9, dew point -20. Altimeter 3002. Mammoth Yosemite weather. Wind 310 at 16 gust 23, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 9, dew point -20. Altimeter 3002. Mammoth Yosemite weather. Wind 310 at 16 gust 23, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 9, dew point -20. Altimeter 3002. Mammoth Yosemite weather. Wind 310 at 16 gust 23, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 9, dew point -20. Altimeter 3002.
Check engine. Check engine. Approaching altitude. Fuel tank switched. Approaching waypoint. Approaching waypoint. Approaching waypoint.
Well, the family left for a minute, so now I can speak. Hello, everyone. This is Dion Soul. I am so sorry that I could not speak at the start of this. We are currently flying from using a SimBuddy, as it says on the top, Virtual Airlines Alpha, trying to make a little bit of money. And currently we are in the, as you can tell, the Epic 1000. We are currently climbing at 1,700 feet. And as you can see outside, you have the Orthos for Central California. And currently, that is Visalia, right there, Visalia, California, USA. And I've been through there lots of times, done a few 7-Elevens in that area and that sort of thing. And just basically doing this flight to show off X-Plane 11 in its current R1 form with the, and you can see a few stutters here and there that you've been seeing. And unfortunately, either I'm going to have to get more memory, or I'll have to get something, probably more memory, more onboard memory, in order for me to quit having these stutters, because I definitely want my eye candy. And or Laminar Research needs to do a little bit more optimization to help with so we'll be able to have Orthos. Orthos is definitely the way to go. As you can tell, it just brings up the immersion factor tremendously, in my opinion, compared to what it is. Now, the switching gears to the this is a volumetric spinner or prop with the compatibility patch for the Epic 1000. I finally figured out how to make it work, and I was doing it wrong. That's why in a previous video that I did, it looked like crap. And once I figured it out how to fix it, now the prop looks awesome on the Epic 1000. It is running a little high on my temperatures, though. I am concerned about that. I'm trying to stay above 250 knots. I'd like to have gone a little faster, but unfortunately, that's not happening. My RPM, yeah, right around 1501, which is what I want to be. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Compatibility patch with X-Plane 11 with the Epic 1000 seems to be working just fine. The volumetric, or I'm sorry, the volumetric, like I've said in other videos, yeah, as long as I can get away with it, I'm going to be rocking the Orthos. There's just no incentive for me not to, other than the fact that my computer melts. which is a possibility here. But anyway, like I said at the start when I had my voice, is that we are currently in transit from Mammoth Mountain and heading back to my home base for my virtual airlines, which is KWHP, which is in the San Fernando Valley. I think it's the city of San Fernando, or Salmar. I think it's city of San Fernando is what they label it as in the LA area. I want my KWJF, but unfortunately, because of the way Giorgio has it right now, there's not really a progression starting out small, working your way to big, unless you just do it on your own and pretend, instead of actually having mechanism in place with the virtual airlines where you can, start off your virtual airline career mode start out small, buy an airplane, get into it, and then work your way up to a point. I've been kicking around the idea, which I'm going to propose to Giorgio once I have the opportunity to do so, more ideas on how to get that MMO, massively multiplayer feel to SimBuddy, so then that way we can basically have a MMO, or a loose MMO for flight simulation. I think that would be awesome. Nobody's ever done it, and hey, there's no good person to do it than Giorgio, and with some input with me and bunches of other flight simulation enthusiasts to make a flight simulation MMO effectively, which is really not really technically in the MMO sense. But we're on our way. I'm helping them out any way I can, along with playing around with X-Plane 11 because it's really, really nice. The only problem I'm having with X-Plane 11 right now, as of this recording, is I am really it just sucks up all my memory in my computer. It just really inhales my memory. I'm usually all the way down to like 4 megabytes, 3 megabytes, or 6 megabytes, and you can see the shutters as it's doing right now a little bit with it. So it's most unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. But when I loaded my X-Plane 10 back and then used Windows Resource Monitor, which I highly recommend, to go into your Windows 10, scroll all the way down into the Windows, or to the extra Windows accessories, and along in that area, not necessarily accessories, but in that area there should be administrative tools, I think it is, and just load up that Windows resource meter, or resource system resources, I think it is, or something like that here. I'm frantically, as I'm talking to you, trying to come up with it. Matter of fact, I'm going to switch monitors real quick. And here we are. You just go right over here, scroll all the way down in your settings here to administration tools, and then go over here and find resource monitor, and you bring that bad boy up, which it's doing right now. And as you can see right now, it's not too bad. It has not it's consumed my memory in a context I have nothing free, but I have like a little smidge right there, 83 megabytes or whatever. I'd like to have a little bit more comfort zone. So unfortunately, it's going to cost $200 to upgrade my computer from 16 gigabytes to 32 gigabytes. So might do that for my birthday or not. I don't know. We'll just have to see the test the waters and see how things are playing out. But I highly recommend every flight simulation enthusiast to at least utilize the tools that we have for free, and at least have an eye in your system. You're seeing a lot of hard faults, and beginning to find out that that's normal. What I have done is I am using my D drive because I had to nuke my computer. I end up putting my C drive, which ends up being my 1.2 or terabyte drive, as my main drive, and then my old SSD drive that was giving me fits, I ended up you know, taking it where now it's doing minor duty, which in this case is using a swap file. I figured out how to move the Microsoft swap file into the drive D, and then also by making a ready boost as well. And by doing those two things, because of limited funds that I have gotten an improvement on my particular system, doing it that kind of thing. But still, it doesn't matter. X-Plane 10, X-Plane 11, it does not matter. It just consumes my 16 gigabytes. It just inhales it all. Just it is what it is. But anyway, so that's, like I said, handy little tool here. Highly recommend people using this to help find out where your system is and to help make better decisions on how to get more memory or what you can do. But anyway, so this is where we're at, and let me see if I can go back here a little bit. It's going to snap because I had that turned on. But that's where we started, right here in Mammoth Mountain. Took off at runway 27, zipped around, followed my flight plan all the way over. Then coming on down past Fresno, heading on down like you saw Visalia a few minutes ago, and now we're right here between Lost and Found, heading towards Bakersfield. So we're slowly progressing right here, getting down there. And then, like I said, on the VA side of things,
Approaching waypoint.
I'm just slowly working my way. Giorgio's got some sensitivity issues with the passengers to make them not so sensitive to abrupt lefts and right turns that you do from time to time when you're in a general aviation aircraft. So this right here would stay up a little bit better. But that's another reason why I'm flying my Epic, is instead of what I'm supposed to be flying, which is the Eclipse 500, is because I just suck at the Eclipse 500. I'm really pissing off my customers, so to speak. But hey, it is what it is, you know. I can go on and on with this, but we're not going to bore you with that. But anyway, so that's what's going on here, and we'll get back over here into the sim. For the most part, you know, everything works pretty good. You know, I think we're coming up on Bakersfield, if that's not Bakersfield already. Yeah, that's Bakersfield. We'll step outside. Take a peek at Bakersfield, California, and there is KBFL, Meadows Field right there. And I don't know where Bakersfield Municipal is. I can't really see it right now, but it's right there somewhere. It's more in townish area, right along in here somewhere. Mostly people, crop dusters and whatnot, will use that airport, I think, if they don't have their own strips. But with the Orthos...
General WMJ Fox Airfield Information Zulu. 000 Zulu Weather.
Oh, wait, go ahead. Change
Wind
our...
260 at 22. Visibility more than 10.
Go ahead and change our...
Sky clear. Temperature 21. Dew point -2.
altimeter.
Altimeter 2986. Arriving runway 24.
There.
Departing runway 24. Advise on initial contact, you have Zulu.
We're not going there. We're going to KWHP. But anyway, like I said, you know, earlier, I won't go back. I mean, I just like the Orthos just too much, which means I got to spend money. But I think even when I upgrade this computer from 16 gigabytes to 32 gigabytes, I think it's not going to matter. I think it's still going to consume all of the memory. But hopefully, you know, it'll be a little smoother experience. I'll find out once I can afford to do so, because this motherboard can only access 32 gigabytes of onboard memory anyway. So I'll just max it out, and that's just the way it is for this computer until I can afford to upgrade my computer someday. I usually get about 3 to 5 years life cycle out of my computers, my gaming computers, before I upgrade. But the volumetric propellers, or prop, is really, really nice. I really like it. It's really cool. I'm going to turn off the microphone a second. I got to make a quick phone call, and I will be right back.
waypoint.
Alrighty. Back. But yeah, just look at that, guys. That's just freaking awesome. And when I was flying over in over that way, you know, where the direction that the camera I got pointed right now, which is Palmdale and beyond, and all the way over to Palm Springs area, they had, because of with all the things I have, as far as the all the assets, the art assets and stuff that you download from the org store, it had, when I was in Palm Springs, it had all the windmills, and I guess the windmills were placed in because of this, of the orthos. It plugged in all of the spots, or it's the US West add-on that I have. That's a complement, and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, it's just, I'm just, you know, like too awesome for words. And because that's Bakersfield right over here, if we go up, this right here is what we come from Bakersfield, you hit the 99, then the Interstate 5, and you come up, and this right here is Cajon Pass, Cajon Pass. I said that incorrectly. Right there, and you come on around, go to Liebig and everything else, and wine and dine around. Matter of fact, I think you can see right there is Liebig right there. Yeah, that's Liebig right there. There's a Flying J right about, I don't have my mouse turned on, but in the center of the screen, I'll just do it that way. The center of the screen there on the off-ramp, there's a Flying J right there. And then in the center of the screen right there, that's that little conglomeration right there is the rest area. So those things you pick out, you know, when you're, and that sort of thing, which is really, really cool. Highly recommend it. If you got the horsepower to run it, definitely recommend you getting the, highly recommend getting the orthos. The Fork Boy 2 orthos is what I'm running right now. And as you that right there, Quail Lake is what that's called. There's a little bitty airstrip right about here. It's basically, it's a reservoir that you can see that kind of hard to see right there, but right now it's kind of crapping out.
Oxnard information Zulu 000.
Alright, you don't need that. And then you can see there's the aqueduct right there running around doing all kinds of silly things, and then it spills into the Quail Lake, and then it continues
Fuel
on
tank switched.
for a little bit. There's a lot of underground with the California aqueduct in this area. And then that right there is Highway 138, zipping around right there, that you see that line drawn right there, taking it countless times. 55-mile-an-hour speed limit too, which really sucks. Everybody tries to get around it, but California Highway Patrol just loves to patrol the 138 there, and you will get a big old fat ticket. You can see a few vehicles going, and that's the road you would take from the 5 if you want to get to get over there to Palmdale, Lancaster, which is just going that way, and you go that way to my home, Palmdale, Lancaster, out that way. But that's not where we're going. We are going to go over here to the San Fernando Valley and drop up our 5 passengers. Drop off our 5 passengers here. I'm using,
Approaching waypoint.
this is a new thing that happened over the weekend, yesterday or day before yesterday, the 1st, where he instituted, Giorgio instituted the general aviation mode, which makes it so you don't have any flight attendants, and they're not, basically the passengers are not as bitchy as they are when you have it in normal airline mode. Looks like we are getting bumped around a little bit. Something's going on there.
Approaching waypoint.
Clouds look really, really good, in my opinion, for out of the box part of X-Plane. There is no mods, so if somebody asks about that, yes, there is no mods for the clouds right now. These are out of the box X-Plane 11 clouds, and I hope they make them better, because the less dependency that we have on aftermarket third-party add-ons is better. I know that's kind of sucks because it's kind of takes the money out of the third-party developers, and I understand that. But the only thing I can say to that is then make your product better. Let's make it worth be buying for. Like, of course, like it's always been. And right now these increase quite a bit. So I hope Laminar Research makes it better. This is Hughes, Lake Hughes right here. And you're heading into, I don't think that they show it. We can see. You're coming on down the Interstate 5 freeway. You don't see it. Well, anyway, because there's Highway 126 right there. And this whole area right here, you can't really tell, can you? Well, that right there I think is supposed to represent Magic Mountain. Right there. And by the way, this is not all water. By the way, this is all just dirt. It's basically spillways and things like that. And that's Santa Clarita right there. That's really funny. And what's funny about it is you can see all this stuff, and yeah, it's Santa Clarita. I've been there countless times. And I don't know where this flight plan is taking me, because in the center of the screen is where, and I need to lose a whole lot of altitude is what I got to do. So I'm going to start, I'm going to get on that. We need to get back to normal. Look, this thing finished. It looks like it's going to turn us here in a minute. So what I need to do here is we need to get down to 3,500 feet. Enter. And I need to slow us down a little bit. I'm going to I'll put us down to 2,500. Passengers are in their seat belts the whole time, so I'll slow us down a little bit more. And I'll push. I have to do through 3,500 feet per minute. It'll let us.
Approaching waypoint.
It's not gonna let us until I get the speed down. So I'll just pull back the throttle all the way, and we'll let this thing die. Let our speed die. Now we should get some screams from the passengers. We know we're doing our job right when we get screams from the passengers. And because I'm so high, and based on the little wind gauge there in the bottom right hand corner of the PFD, looks like we'll be going in at runway 30. And you can see right there, there's that right there in the corner. I'm gonna go ahead and reactivate my my mouse. Capture the cursor. There we go. You can see right there, there's Burbank. La Cañada right there. This right here, when people talk, I talk to people in my Discord channel, and when I talk to people in Discord channel, I say I'm going into dark territory or dark area. This right here is Tahunga right here, and when you climb this hill right here,
Approaching
there's a cell tower right here on my cell phone, so I can talk on Discord because I have my Verizon wireless internet access. Well, once you start going around right here, and you go right through from right here all the way through this canyon right here until you come out of it, until you get there to where the thing is. There's a cell tower right there, and there's a cell tower right along in there. So, but along in here, I always lose signal. So, but if you ever come on my Discord channel anytime in the future, and I say I'm going through dark territory, that's why, because that spot right there is where I'm at when I'm out in the field. See, right now we're already over, and we're actually over speeding right now, so we're going to get knocked $1,000 for over speeding the. They're doing 163 or 263 knots. Well, that's the way it goes. I'm already committed. There's Van Nuys Airport right there. But for out-of-the-box clouds, I cannot complain. I think I'm just going to, oh, it's already on heading. We'll go ahead and just kind of dance around. We'll go 270. 280, along in there somewhere. 290's fine, I guess. What the hell? Take a look outside, look at the San Fernando Valley. Spent a lot of time here if I can keep good frame rates going on here. Yeah, when I move, I get terrible frame rates. If I don't move the camera, I'm okay. Well, better. As soon as I move the camera. There's Van Nuys Airport. How fast am I going? I'm still doing a 260, so. And let's just kind of just cruise around a little bit. Let's go to 310, 320, whatever it stops at. I just pull the wheel, and wherever it stops, that's where we go. San Fernando Valley has about 1 million population, just in this little valley you see that we're at right now, which is incredible. And we'll turn around to let's go to 80, I guess. Let's go 80. We're heading 80.
Approaching altitude.
And that reservoir in front of us, yes, in fact, it does have water in it. So it's one of the few things here in Southern California that actually has water. One thing I wish I could turn the cursor on and off on the fly, like with my middle mouse button or something. That'd be kind of neat. That's right here is the 118 freeway or the 101. Where are we at? We are at the one. That's 118 freeway. That's the Ronald Reagan freeway. There's the 405, 5. And let's turn ourselves again. Matter of fact, you know what? No. My airplane.
Autopilot disconnect. Approaching waypoint.
Our airport's right in front of us. Let's find out. Should have been, instead of talking, I should have been finding out. Information. Show information. Yes, please. Comms. ATIS. Whiteman Airport. Tune.
Whiteman Information Alpha. 0 Zulu weather.
30.
Wind 160 at 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2986. Arriving runway 30. departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
Alright. I have information Alpha, and 30 is all I really care about. And what the altimeter was. What was the altimeter? 2986? We were already at 2986, weren't we? Yes, we were.
Whiteman information Alpha. 0
Slow the airplane
weather.
down a little bit.
Wind 150 at 9, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 17, dew point 10. Altimeter 2986. Arriving
down.
runway 30, departing runway 30.
Interstate 5, Burbank.
Advise on initial contact you have Alpha. Whiteman information Alpha.
1000.
0 Zulu weather. Wind 150 at 9, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 17, dew point 10. Altimeter 2986. Arriving runway 30, departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
500.
Whiteman information Alpha. 0 Zulu weather. Wind 150 at 9, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 17, dew point 10.
Too low.
Altimeter 2986.
It is what it is.
Arriving runway 30,
300.
departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
See if I can clear the building.
200.
Whiteman information Alpha. 0 Zulu weather. Wind 150 at 9, visibility more than 10. Sky clear,
Secret.
temperature
Secret.
17,
Secret.
dew
Pull
point
up.
10.
Secret.
50. 40.
Altimeter 2986.
20.
Arriving
10.
runway 30, departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
That wasn't too bad of a landing. Let's see if I can stop.
Whiteman information Alpha. 0 Zulu weather.
Thank you.
Wind 150 at 9, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 17, dew point 10. Altimeter 2986. Arriving runway 30.
Oh, this guy, I guess it's gonna finish
departing
its
runway
thing.
30.
Or it'll shut up.
Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
I turned off the drawing all the.
Oxnard information
oh,
Alpha.
crap.
0
I can't get rid of the ATC. Okay, there it goes. As soon as we get parked, then I'll have us do a little bit of a fun thing by looking at the landing and see how sucky I was at landing. Get all our, and you know what I forgot to turn on? I think I forgot to turn on our landing lights, damn it. So I'll get counted off for that too, for turning off the, I was not prepared. And I got the strobes on, which I'm not supposed to do. All kinds of things I was doing wrong, but oh well. Okay, I don't want to tangle with that pole, so I'll go right over here, then I'll spin around. And straighten out. And I'll take this one, so I'm right next to the fuel stop, so I can pretend like I'm, actually, you know what, no, I'll go to this one right here. Go right here. Sure. I'll straighten out a little bit. That's close enough. Good enough for me. Alright, brakes on. Alright. Go ahead and pull back on the conditioner. I want to see it.
Fuel tank switched.
That's not too bad. Like I said, I like the new volumetric props. Very good, very good. All right, let's get some power. And there it is. And we'll turn that off. I don't know the proper sequence, so we'll just, and I just lost my mouse there. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Off, 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 off. And then we'll go over here and we'll open the doors. Open the doors. And turn all these off. Doom, 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 doom. Which, I don't know why I did that. Because if I turn that off, then I don't need that. Okay, so all this is done there. We'll put the chocks on and everything else. So the airplane is done. Now we need to go back to unloading the passengers. So we're going to release that. Offload the passengers. See what he says.
Thanks for flying with me today.
Okay, now the reason why he said, thanks for flying with me today, is because I did a sync rate of 128, which is not bad. If I have 200 or something, it's like, bye, laters, you know. It's a different stuff when you suck on landing, but hey, that's all right. All right, cool. So there we go. We have successfully made it in the Epic 1000 with my Solus Airways livery. And so now the fun part. Let's go ahead and, because I turned everything off, so it's probably going to see how this thing works. And first off, let's get rid of the, I don't need that part of it, so let's go, okay, we're right about there. Okay, that's good. And then let's go to tower. Tower, 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 tower. External views. Mr. Tower, please. And there's Mr. Tower. Okay, now we have to go up a little bit from Mr. Tower. So go up a little bit above tower. Okay, that's close enough. Oh, I guess I could have had some fun there and actually be inside the tower. Let's see if we can do that. Oops, too far. Go inside the tower, look around. Oop, oop. Darn it. Darn it. Well, it looks like crap. Oh, that's too bad. Shame you can't have like a point here and you can see all this stuff. I mean, somebody took the time and effort to put all this stuff together. At least you could do is be able to, you know, instead of clipping like it's doing. But I guess that's not going to happen. Oh well. Okay, fine, whatever. So we're right around the tower area. We're on top of the roof. There you go. Okay, there is my aeroplane. Coming into land. Let's watch it. Even though
Whiteman Information Alpha. 0 Zulu weather.
we're going to have that, huh?
Wind 150 at 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 17.
They recorded that too, so I
2.10.
can't get away from that.
Altimeter 2986. Arriving runway 30. Departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
Yeah, let's speed it up a little bit. All we want to see is where it lands. And where am I? Well, I'll give it a minute.
Whiteman Information Alpha.
Oh, there I am.
0 Zulu weather. Wind 150 at 9.
Screwed up and
Visibility
didn't put my
more
flap- or
than
my
10. Sky clear. Temperature 17. Dew
My
point
lights.
10. Altimeter 2986. Arriving runway 30.
I saw that.
Departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
Float it a little bit.
Whiteman Information Alpha. 0
That's not
Zulu
too bad.
weather. Wind 150 at 9. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 17. Dew point 10.
That's why it was
Altimeter
128
2986.
instead of
Arriving runway 30. Departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
and stop. And now I got to go back to where my airplane is. Did I pass it? Okay, go back. Oh, there. Okay, there
Whiteman
it is.
Information
Stop.
Alpha.
Now let's go to the runway.
0 Zulu weather.
Let's take a
Wind
peek at the runway.
150 at 9, visibility more
Okay.
than 10. Sky clear, temperature 17, dew
Oh,
point
you
10.
won't let me go down
Altimeter
there,
2986.
Unless I
Arriving
undock
runway
myself.
30, departing runway 30. Advise
Yeah,
on
that's what I
initial
gotta do.
contact you have Alpha.
Okay, I touched down right there. So let's do a viewpoint of right there or something. I guess go back on the ground, like we're standing around watching me land. There you go, something like that. There you go.
Whiteman Information Alpha. 0 Zulu weather. Wind
Yeah, I floated a
150
little
at
bit.
9, visibility more than 10. Sky clear,
But hey, that's
temperature
a
17,
good landing.
dew point 10.
I'll take it.
Altimeter 2986. Arriving runway 30, departing runway 30. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
I will take it. Oh, that's very cool. Alrighty, gentlemen and ladies, and everybody who is watching, I definitely appreciate you guys watching this flight with me. And I wish I could have started out the flight with my audio, but unfortunately, it wasn't panning out that way. It just didn't work out that way until later. But anyway, oh yeah, I know one thing I forgot to show you guys. Damn, I forgot. Yeah, my mistake. My mistake here. You guys got to see how much money I made. What the hell, man? I can't show you guys how much money I made. All right, come on, load up. Go. There we go. Well, at least I thought. Okay. I see we went up 2 ticks. We went from 71 to 73 because of that good landing. All right. Well, that's good. So we go to flight log. We look at my flight in the Epic 1000. See, it was 71%. Now, why did I do 71%? That kind of sucks. I mean, that good of a landing, I only had 71%. See, all this stuff right here, the food, the in-flight entertainment, the seatbelt fasten, unfasten thing, frightened passengers, okay, that's legit. Can't do anything about that. 3 were worried, but they kind of let that one go. Welcome announcement I can't do. See, on the general aviation side of things, all this stuff doesn't make any sense. So hopefully that didn't count against me. But really, realistically, cabin prepared for landing, can't do that. Crew seated. Welcome announcement, obviously playing the music. I did do the whole time. Doors manually. Okay, that's all related to normal big airplane flights. But the big thing is right here. I made $1,700. That's all I really care about. If I kill every passenger on the planet, every simulation passenger in the simulation world, I don't care. As long as I get $1,700, because they'll just say, okay, we'll fly again. They don't care. So anyway, so that's good. So we're up to $74,000. We're recovering. And so that's good. You know, recovering in the context of we're slowly getting, you know, I got 2 other active airplanes besides mine. I did have Giorgio. I did go through the process of creating a Epic 1000, and hopefully he will, Giorgio will take it and import it in there, and that way I can actually, instead of having I'll just buy another airplane. I'll just buy another, which will put me more down on my list here, but I'd rather fly what I want to fly, which I'd rather fly the Epic 1000 than this Eclipse, because this Eclipse 500 is the freeware version. It's okay, but I don't fly it very well. I would rather have the Epic 1000 than this airplane, and they go about the same amount of speed or so, roughly. So, but yeah, I do have pilots, and there's me. We got 3 pilots here. Thought I had 1 person join a pilot, but maybe he didn't stick around. So I had 1 person join, so I guess he joined and left. But that's fine. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I didn't have. You see, I have routes here. So I have routes based on small aircraft. That's what all these routes are all based on small aircraft. I got 420 routes out of 500. And basically what I did, just for those people, whoever you guys, if we want to start your own airline with SimBuddy, what I did, and if you want to do that, that's great. I don't care. It's not like I have a patent on it or anything. I went to airports that I really want to fly to, like, you know, KWHP is my home base, and then I made KUDD in Bermuda Dunes as just one of my flights to go to, which is a small airport. Tehachapi, things like that. I had all these different airports or small, KSEE, which is El Cajon, California. Those type of flights. Those areas, those main areas, then what I did is I said, okay, fine, I'm going to go over here to random, and then based on that one area, then it did 20 flights that are in that random area. So then I would have the main ones, and then I have ones that would spur off of it. And so that's my tactic. It seems to work all right. It still puts military aircraft in my list of airplanes, and I don't know why it does that, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, you guys take care. And this is still a work in progress. It's still alpha, so it's all good. That's okay. Just like the name implies, it's still alpha. Giorgio's got a long way to go, and he's doing this by himself. So he's putting a lot of work in it for what he built right here with the website and the VA and everything else. He's done an outstanding job. So Giorgio's awesome. But anyway, guys, you guys take care, and you have yourselves a great one. This is Dion Sol here in Sun Valley, California, currently at Whiteman Airport, and for another exciting X-Plane adventures where I'll go to next, wherever the money follows me. That's how it works. You guys take care, and you have yourselves a great one. Bye.